Hey everybody, welcome to learning more about in-home parties. Now if you're wanting to get out there and socialize with people, get to know new people, and have a new experience if you've never experienced in-home parties, I am excited to share with you what those look like and some kind of tips and tricks of how to have successful in-home parties. So if you're watching this live, feel free to post in the comments that you're here. And if you're watching this a replay, you can post #replay. Of course, if you have any questions as we go along, make sure to post them in the comments. That way I can try to answer them as we go along. Hey, Chrissy. But I have a frog in my throat. Awesome. Hey, Robin. So I'm excited to tell you another option in regards to what Tupperware offers. We have been in this very virtual world for about a year and a half, maybe for some people like myself a little bit longer, a couple years. We're actually doing virtual parties before the crazy pandemic hit. But my story is when I joined Tupperware almost 19 years ago, in-home parties was what we did, and they're a lot of fun and certainly an opportunity for you to add extra income into your pockets, have an excuse to do something fun that's maybe outside of your norm, and also show people some really great products that they're going to want in their homes. So welcome to my kitchen and welcome to this in-home party. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole of what an in-home party is, but kind of walk you through what that looks like, and just again some tips and tricks on how to have successful in-home parties. So you work really hard to have an in-home party, and so you want to, or really any party, but specifically an in-home party, you want it to be fun, you want it to be engaging, you want it to be short and sweet yet informative, and you want people to have a good time. I mean, they're coming there for a party, right? They're not necessarily coming there for a lecture or someone who's not very exciting and fun. So let me just tell you, naturally, I've kind of grown into this Tupperware persona, bubbly, happy, hey, kind of person. But on the core of who I am, I'm really more of an introverted person. I tend to like to be just around a few people rather than the masses, but that's just my personality. So regardless if you have a super crazy, fun, and wild personality, or maybe a little bit more reserved, you can have a fun time, and there's things that you can do to help you to be fun and be engaging and entertaining and all the things that people are hoping for when they come to something like this. So I want you to think to yourself, have you ever been to an in-home kind of demonstration type party? Whether it's a multi-level marketing or direct sales, what are some things that make it fun for you? So if you're watching this live, go ahead, post in the comments, or if you're watching on replay, what is fun and what are things that you don't like when you are at a party like that? I want to know, because I'm curious. Curious to know if we're on the same page. So step number one, you're going to coach your host to have a really successful party. Hi, Elizabeth. And the goal is to get as many people there as you possibly can, because the more people that you can interact with, or the more opportunities you have to talk with people, get Tupperware in people's hands, the more they are likely to buy it, to book parties for it, or to even open their own account to get it at discounted prices, or to do parties and sell it and make extra income. So, excuse me, you're going to coach your host to get people there. And there is a whole party planning section in our group here. So go to the guides area to party planning, and there's some information there on steps and how to on host coaching. But we're not going to go into detail of that. But you're going to get to the host house. Of course, you're going to need to know their address to know where you're going. You want to arrive a little early so that you can set up. Now, you are going to want to set up some products. However, you are not going to want to bring everything. Do not bring everything. Because if you bring everything, there's no reason for people to come back. Number one. Number two, it makes your job look really, really hard. And so if you want to have people to open accounts and join the fun with you and it looks too hard, they're not going to do it. Okay, so the pieces that you see here are ones that in the past I would bring to a Tupperware party. You want to bring things that are eye-catching, excuse me, some things that are on sale, and maybe some things that you just love, like you're always going to talk about at a Tupperware party because you think every home should have them. Okay, so first and foremost, fridge smarts are always, for me, always at every party because people can relate to rotting produce and that slimy, sludgy crisper drawer. So I always talk about fridge smarts because I think they're very important. Now, your always product might be something like modular mates. Maybe you love modular mates, you love organizing, you want to help people keep their food fresh. That could be your all the time staple. Think about things that are always in our main catalog, those main product lines. You're going to want to choose something like that. So mine is Fridge Smart. You might like modular mates, you might like vent and serves, you might like the Crystal Wave or the Ultra Pro pieces. Something that's in the standard catalog that regardless of what's on sale, you can talk about and people are going to love and they're going to want to get. Okay. The other thing that you're going to do is add some pieces that are on sale and that are somewhat eye-catching. Red. Did you know that red is the first color that people see anywhere? Yeah, it's legit. So right now the That's-A-Bowls happen to be on sale. If you're watching this later, obviously you could choose something else to be in here, but right now the That's-A-Bowls are on sale. The other things that the other thing that's on sale are freezer mates. We also have a commuter mug that's over here that's on sale. We have our utensils that are on sale, but a lot of these things are already in our main catalog, which is great. So I would highly recommend that you talk about things that are in the main catalog. If you want to sprinkle it with things that are on sale, that's good too. Okay, so the other things that you want to talk about are premium products. So whether that are the chopper pieces or one of the cooking systems like our stack cooker that I have here, whether it's a Micro Pro grill or the pressure cooker or the Master series pieces like the Great Master and Fusion Master, things like that. So you want to have a display of products that are eye-catching. The other thing that you want to notice is that taller things are towards the back and shorter things are towards the front, because you want to think of this as your display, your window display. So if you're walking, I don't know, think like an old department store, right? And you're walking down the street and they have these windows and you can look in and you want it to look pretty. Put things in like colors together. That's a good tip. Kind of same products together. What else? The other thing is you want to have a tablecloth. I know maybe you can't see this, but a tablecloth of some kind. A branded one is even better. This one says Tupperware on it. But just a plain tablecloth will work just great. Some people like to do seasonal things and they want to have like a fall leaf tablecloth or a Christmas trees tablecloth or Easter eggs, whatever. I think this is really up to you and your personality. If you love the fun and all the things, then you can do that. But I would actually recommend that you keep things streamlined and let the Tupperware be the star of the show. But again, if you like all the extras, you be extra. It's totally fine. The other thing too is having stuff on your display that it looks interesting. Like, why are there a bunch of like fake $100 bills here? What is that all about? I want to know what this is all about. So things that are eye-catching. Okay. So in the guides area of our group here, I have a party outline. I just printed it up, and this is just a general framework. Remember, you're here to have fun. You're here to show them products. You're here to be entertaining. You're not here to lecture or, dictate anything like that. They're there for a party. Don't ever forget that. But A good thing to do is to introduce yourself. Okay, so you've come, you've set up, you're talking with the host, and you're getting to know the friends that are coming in and saying hi, be social, don't just stand in the corner. But at some point, whether you're gonna gather around a kitchen table, whether you're gonna gather around in the living room, whether you're gonna gather around, hang around in the kitchen, it's good to get introductions out there and to find out who people are and have some sort of starter conversation or question that they can answer to help you to get to know them and for you to also help to remember their names. The more you can remember their names, the more impressive that is to them and the more they trust you. So do your best to try to remember their names. But what you can do with the introductions, you could do something like, tell me your name and tell me how you know the host and tell me what's your favorite piece of Tupperware. They're going to be able to sell that piece of Tupperware more than you are. I know. Because right now, people are going to believe the guests more than they're going to believe the Tupperware lady because they know, or the Tupperware guy, because they know that you're coming there to tell them about products and hopefully sell them things, right? But have them tell you or tell the room or whoever's there what their favorite piece of Tupperware is, and they will help to sell that product. Or you could do something fun and say, if you had an extra $1,000, what would you do with it? That's to get an idea of, are they just wanting to pay their bills? Do they want to take a vacation? What do they want to do? And that's going to help you to take note. We have this thing called Tupperware that could help them to pay their bills, take a vacation, etc. Okay, so some sort of starter conversation question is a great thing to do. And then if you want to touch base on maybe a product that you love, your favorite product, or maybe something that's on sale that's a higher ticket value, always talk about the things that are higher ticketed price. You guys, people will find the products that are $10 or $20. Most time people will come in the door and they're going to come in their door with a budget. They're going to have an amount of money that they want to spend or they can spend. And our job is to show them premium products that they're really going to fall in love with. So they're either going to buy them if they have the budget to do it, or they're going to book a party to get it for half price or for free, or they're going to open an account and they can buy it at discounted prices or even earn it through our Confidence Start program. So talk about a couple things, but really the main thing is demonstrating how they work. So pick a recipe. You can talk with your host and say, I'm doing salsa, I'm doing, let's see what else, chicken fajitas, I'm doing one pot pasta, or a pumpkin spice cake. You can tell them these are your options of demos. Which one do you want to do? Of course, this is before the party starts. I should have prefaced that. That's part of host coaching. And find out what recipe they want, and you tell them the ingredients that they need to get. They provide the ingredients, you come there with the products, and you show them how it works. So depending on what demo you're doing, you're gonna bring the right products. So if you're making a salsa, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have your chopper with you and your fridge smarts, because you can tie in veggies with your chopper. If you're gonna be doing the pumpkin spice cake, you're gonna wanna make sure you have your stack cooker so you can do the cake inside of there and mix it up inside of the That's bowls, or inside of the host exclusive mixing bowls, or the Whip and Mix Chef. Okay, makes sense? So what else did I say? Chicken fajitas, you want to make sure that you have some knives with you and your freezer mates to show where they can store their chicken, and the MicroPro grill that you can cook the fajitas inside of. So think about what you're demoing and also what you're bringing to the party. I'm not going to go in how to do a demo because I think you guys have seen lots of demos that I've done. If you haven't, you can check Tupperware with Liesel, my business page, and I've got oodles and goodles of different recipe demos, but basically just do one recipe, just one recipe. Show them how easy it is to use the products. And when I say show them how easy it is, you want to have them do the recipe. So you're just telling them, hey, take the chopper and you're going to cut half of an onion. You have one person cut half of an onion and they put it inside the chopper, and then somebody cuts half of a pepper and they put it inside the chopper, and then you tell them how to work the chopper and they chop up the things and they go, oh my gosh, that was so easy, or oh my goodness, these knives are great. You get it? Interact. get them to put their hands on the products, to use it. So interaction can be done and encouraged with using things like tickets. Even just going to the dollar store or wherever and get tickets. If you want to be the ticket person, awesome. If you're like, I don't want the responsibility and I can't keep up with that, you can ask the host to be the ticket person, or you can just say, hey, I'm going to give 5 tickets to the person who can help be my ticket person for the night. And how do people get tickets? I mean, who really cares? I mean, meaning if they're getting tickets, they're getting excited by getting tickets. Give them tickets for all the things. Asking questions, answering questions, making comments, giggling, laughing. I tell them, make fun of the Tupperware lady, although don't be too mean. If they're interacting, if they're laughing, if they're having fun, that is the goal. And so they can get a ticket for, whatever. Or you can just be like, hey, high five for that. Woohoo. But honestly, tickets are a great way to go. So you have a display of products. You are making a recipe of some kind. And the things that you're doing at the party are selling a product. You're doing that by them seeing it and they're putting their hands on it. You're there to book parties from that party, because not only does it help you keep your business going, but it helps the host earn more rewards that way, right? And if you work really hard to get a party, you want to make sure that you keep the parties going. So one of the things that you can do is called the Just Hold It game. This is one of many games that you can play. So I know that Chrissy was like, I like to have prizes. And oh, here, this is something I forgot to tell you. The tickets, the reason why they'll get tickets is you can do things like auctions, or you can like a raffle of sorts, like whoever has 10 tickets can get this, or 20 tickets, or the highest bidder on this piece of Tupperware can get this. You can do that towards the end of the party after they've earned lots of tickets. But one way to get parties is to do a fun interactive game. Now, I will not be ashamed to say that bribery is a great way to go. Bribery all the way. I'm not into the business of tricking people. So like, your odds of having a party, like you can maybe have a party or not have a party, and then they pick a party and they're like, oh, I don't really want to have a party. I don't like that. Like, I want them to know that if they're going to play this fun game, that they're going to have a party. So this is the Just Hold It game. When people are doing their introductions, at the very beginning of the party, I would probably have them grab a keychain or a container. You can use smidgets and put little pieces of paper on the inside of here. I tell them to take one and hold on to it. Just hold on to it. Don't stick it in your purse. Just hold on to it. We'll talk about it later. So have them hold on to it. After you've talked about all these great products, you've said things like, oh my goodness, the stack cooker is amazing. It's on sale right now, but you can also have your own get together and you can get it at 50% off if you want. Or these fridge smarts are amazing and you could absolutely earn them for free by having your own friends over and showing them some fun tips and tricks of Tupperware, sprinkling in planting little seeds of wanting to have a party throughout the party without saying you should have a party will help them to think, oh, I really would like to have that at 50% off, or yeah, I really would like to have that for free. Okay, so here we go. This is the Just Hold It game. Now, I know that maybe getting keychains is a limited supply. It really depends on what Tupperware is offering, but like I said, you can take little smidgets and attach them to straws and put little pieces of paper with different products in there. Anything from snack cups to all-in-one shakers or all-in-one mates or even utensils, things like that. So what I would say is after they've been holding this, I'll tell them, okay, get your cute little keychain and straw and wave it at me because that's fun. And we're at a Tupperware party and that's fun. And they're gonna wave this, and then I tell them, this is the party game. Woo, party game. If you so choose to have your own Tupperware party, which why wouldn't you want to have your own Tupperware party? I mean, you're gonna get all sorts of really great goodies, and it's a great excuse to get together and hang out with your friends. You are going to be able to keep this cute little keychain and straw. You get to take it home with you. Woohoo! But here's the bigger prize. When you hold your party and I come to your house, I'm gonna make sure I bring a super-sized version of whatever you picked. So if you picked a water bottle, I'm gonna bring a real-life water bottle for you. If you picked a quick shake, I'm gonna bring a quick shake for you. If you picked a bowl, I'm gonna bring a bowl for you. So there's 2 rules to the game. It's 100% up to you if you want to have your own party. But the second rule of the game is that I ask that you honor whatever you decide. So if you're gonna have a party, then woohoo! We're gonna party together. And then you can just wait for them to place their order and then ask them if they want to supersize their container and have a party and have that conversation with them. I used to, at one point, go person to person and say, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? But that puts people on the spot, makes me feel uncomfortable, probably makes them feel uncomfortable. And again, we're at a party. We do not need to feel uncomfortable at all. Okay, so there are other games that you can play, things like Tammy, Tupper, Mary, Mall is the name of the game. You can look under in the guides area for different games. This one would take a couple people in the party to be the money holders, so to speak. And you're giving out paychecks to somebody who works in their favorite retail establishment. For me, it would be Target. And then someone else is the Tupper lady or the Tupper guy. And so you would be giving them paychecks each week based upon how much they work, and you know, we can make way more money selling plastic bowls than you can work at Target. It's true. So check out that in the guide section. You of course can give those people more tickets for the auction later on. You can also have a drawing coupon inside your folder. So this is something that you're going to want to make sure that you take with your parties. On the front of here, it just has my information. And then on the inside, it says, thank you for returning this folder so it can be used at the next party. This is staying with you. If people want to take things out of it, that's totally fine. But I just learned that I don't want to keep buying more folders. If you want to, that's totally fine. But believe me, like 17 years of folders, yeah. Anyway, the things that you're going to want to put inside of this folder for people to look at are the current catalog, the current sales specials, and then an order form inside of here. On the other side is where you're going to put information about opening up their own account. There's a page in here, what would you expect for 1 night a week? On the back of it, it says for 2 nights a week. And this page shows the kit options inside of here. There is a drawing coupon that you can have them fill out to get their information, because sometimes not everybody orders or everybody participates when they come to a party. But if you can get their information, you can follow up with them. All of these tools are in the guide section in our group here. So you should be able to print all of those out and put inside of a folder of your choosing. But our job is to sell a product. You can do that by showing it, demonstrating it, making something inside of the product. You are there to book more parties. You can do that with the help of your host and saying, hey, the more bookings that you get on here's another thing that you can do with this guy. Have your host take one of these too, and then tell the host when 3 or more of your friends book parties, after they book a party, all the parties are held, then I will give you this extra gift for you for them to book a party. Because there's incentives from Tupperware to have 2 bookings, but 3 or more is always better, right? And then we're there to talk to people about opening up accounts and whether they just want the Tupperware discounts or they want to do parties, whether they're in-home or virtual. There's lots and lots of options. So you can make it as fun as interactive as you want. But like I mentioned before, have it be fun, have it be entertaining and interactive, and remember people are there to party. So if you have other questions, feel free to post in the comments here. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you're ready to like, hey, I want to do this in-home party thing, we can talk even more details of how do you pack your stuff and all the before and afters of things. But hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. Again, post any questions that you may have, any comments that you may have. If you've done in-home parties and you have a favorite game or a favorite tool, whether that's a paper tool or something along those lines, let us know, share. But happy partying and have a great day. We'll see y'all later.